welcome to Movie Vault 666. My name is Chris, and recently I came across a film that is so powerful, moving, and seeped in emotion that I left it right where it was. Today we're talking about The Revenger. The Revenger is a film from 1989, and it's about a man who wants revenge. That's more or less it, really. It stars a man called Frank Zagarino, and if you've never heard of him, I can forgive you that, because he's basically a cheap Dolph Lundgren who, in himself, is kind of a knockoff Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's basically it for the intro, so let's dive into this film about revenge and not a lot else, and see if it's entertaining or not.
Okay, so we open to a grainy black and white bit of footage of what is presumably Frank Zagarino working out to what I can only assume is a TV drama opening theme. I mean, perfect, wouldn't it? I mean, check this out.
But seriously, is that supposed to be in 3D, or is it just trying to nauseate its audience? Eventually the music just sort of dies and we get this.
Hey, no pushing! Man, whatever's going on in that movie looks way more interesting.
Dump.
Don't look at me, I'm just a
I
dog.
can hardly remember the last time I played the sax.
Well, I guess it was then, and the hunt for the missing saxophone seems to be over already. So we can cut back from this flashback, right?
Wrong.
Instead we get Mike's brother Mackie, played by Arnold Vosloo, who you may recognise as Imhotep from The Mummy, on the phone to some shifty-looking men in a black limo. All I could gather was that it had something to do with a woman and some merchandise. But we don't focus on it too much, because we're too busy focusing on this. Blah blah blah, my love life's so great and he'll never get framed for a crime he didn't commit. Next scene, Arnold Vosloo's character catches up with Mike, asking him for a lift to an important business meeting. He explains that he can't take his car, as he has a girl in the back who's too drunk to take with him. I have no idea why Arnold Vosloo's character has a drunk girl in the back of his car, and Mike doesn't ask, so I'm none the wiser. Instead, Mike just obliges.
However, when he goes to pick up Arnold Vosloo's character, he's on the phone to the gangsters.
Richardson? Richardson!
Everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, I believe everything is okay then. Arnold Vosloo's character heads to his car to get some stuff, and the world's most suspicious police officers arrive in the car park. There's a man opening his car door. Better investigate.
I know it turns out that he is suspicious, I'm just saying. It's one hell of a guess. Anyway, there's also a woman in the back of the car, and seeing this, Mike puts his foot down.
Fuck, man. Mackie, you're not gonna leave her like that. Come on, man. As soon as I take care of business, I'll come back for her, okay?
Oh, okay then. The two then slowly drive off in Mike's car, which leaves the officers free to investigate the man who just opened his own car door.
So where are we headed? Down Malibu. God, this is so beautiful. I remember I did some of my best fucking scenes.
Yeah, I got a good chance at a record contract. If it comes through, Lisa and I are getting a house right here.
Are you even listening to me?
Holy shit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The door wasn't locked? He has a dead body in the back of the car and he didn't lock the fucking door? Or at least think she's dead. Might just be jam, I guess. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from this effect, and it's not as if the officer checks. With Mike and Arnold Vosloo's character driving away, the police officers then head off in hot pursuit. Meanwhile, back with Mike and Arnold Vosloo's character has to get out of the car, claiming,
Mike, I gotta take a leak. Pull over.
when really he's dumping something in the woods. Eventually he gets back in the car, but then the police car from earlier begins to chase them, leading to Arnold Vosloo's character drawing a gun on Mike. Wow, this chase is so intense it's almost meeting the actual speed limit. Somehow the police have already managed to get a barricade set up ahead of Mike and Arnold Vosloo's character, and the two crash into it, leading to incredibly dramatic scenes like this. I mean, ooh, intense. Arnold Vosloo's character jumps out of the car and tries to take on all the police at once, and unsurprisingly fails, after being shot repeatedly with some of the worst gun effects it's ever been my misfortune to see. In fact, this scene is so bad that Arnold Vosloo continues to move after being shot and killed.
Hands on the wheel.
Oh boy.
In consideration of your clean record, I sentence you, Michael Keller, to 5 years in state prison with the possibility of parole in 3 years. Take him away.
Anyway, the next scene is of Mike leaving jail as some extremely bored prisoners look on.
Looks like you're a history killer. You're out of here. Let's go.
Hey, it's that new guy. Let's look indifferently at him.
Okay, let's see.
Let me read that out with my unusually deep voice.
Michael Keller, number 3724891. Manslaughter, huh?
Manslaughter? How could he possibly have gone down for that? The other guy would have killed her and it would have been murder. Oh, forget it. And it's time for Frank Zagarino to initiate witty banter.
Well, well. Who'd you suck off to get out early?
Your mother.
Witty banter accomplished. Anyway, now we move on to some scene that tries to give our characters emotional depth. And it fails.
I thought I had so much that I wanted to say to you, but I can't seem to think of anything.
I'm not surprised, given this was the woman too stupid to realise her own name.
What do you think?
Oh, God, it was beautiful.
I'm glad you liked it. I wouldn't want you to endorse something you didn't believe in.
Indoors.
It's called Lisa's Dreams.
Wait a minute, that's my name!
Oh, baby!
But back with a bit of the film that I'm supposed to be making fun of, and the film really begins to show the true horrors of a house torn apart by one member going to jail, when it turns out that Mike can't play the saxophone properly anymore. However, Mike has the answer to all these depressing scenes.
And I choose to be happy.
And it's just that easy. One awkward flabby sex scene later, and we transition to find that
Richardson? Richardson!
That's very good.
it's for some reason on the set of a porn shoot. But then the police bust in and give Richardson this message.
I've been wanting your ass for a long time.
Oh, and they also take him to jail or something. So with that scene petering out, Mike goes to speak with his old band members in an attempt to get playing again. However, this scene is rather pointless as it's simply a setup for the next scene, in which some goons attack Mike and knock him down a flight of stairs. The goons then grab Mike, and through countless generic tough guy lines, explain that they work for a businessman who's interested in a cut of the money from whatever Arnold Vosloo's character was supposed to be doing.
He wants his money back.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about any money.
Told you he was gonna need some coaxing. Let me have him for 2 minutes. I'll help his memory.
No, that won't be necessary. You better watch my partner, pal. He's fucking crazy.
Right.
So do yourself a favor, huh? No more
You
games. Otherwise, next time, I might not be able to hold
Just
it
tell
back.
us what we want to know, or I'll give it to my smaller,
Look,
weedier partner.
friend. He's a businessman.
I'm
He
so
owes
out of
$500,000
shape.
for something.
They then leave laughing evilly, or giggling like little schoolgirls, I guess.